Being couples or being people who come into a new relationship from a toxic relationship or a broken relationship, not necessarily toxic, you tend to be broken. You tend to have less trust and philophobia, what you might call it, the fear of falling in love again. You might need or desire to fall in love again, or you find a person who's special that is worth falling in love with, but you have this fear and you're angry, you're resentful, and you're pretty much scared, or you blame people, you self-doubt, you fault others, and a lot of those things. So the first step to take before getting into a relationship, if you care about yourself and the person that you wanna have a relationship with, is to at least take some time to heal. Take some time to heal, even whether it's you or the other person. Give the other person time to heal, because there are some wounds that cannot be healed by others unless a person themselves do so. It's like being having wounds and going around the corner and starting to lick your own wounds. Yeah, and you have to use your own tongue to do so, because maybe your own saliva could heal those wounds sooner than later. And maybe if another person interferes, it might inflict on that. So that is the first step for a person to heal. That goes by to both sides. And moment it might take even as long as 1 year or a few months or something, but you will know when your heart is free and open to do so. And how you will know that is by feeling free again, and not feel you're not scared, you don't have much fear, and you're open, your heart is open enough. And when you start feeling like that, also take time to at least be convinced that you're okay now. Moment that goes by, you can welcome that person into your life and into your heart. You embrace it, and pretty much there is steps now and strategies to do so, because it's not like you are two normal people who are so pure to start loving each other. You'll have to embrace each other's flaws and wounds and scars, because again, you might have healed your wound, but it's a scar that if someone touches or inflicts, it might start hurting again. So you embrace each other's flaws and wounds and all of that. And the ways to do that is to convince each other to start to trust again. You convince your partner that they can trust you. How do you do that? You don't do it by words. You don't actually gotta speak much about it. You gotta make action. You gotta implement a lot into that relationship that will start convincing your partner that they're safe to trust you. And again, before you lie to the person, you should be honest yourself. If you are able to make another person to trust you, if you could be loyal enough and caring, and very much protective. So, moment you start doing that, the strategies you will need to use is to be more considerate, more open, listening, empathizing, pretty much care. Don't put a lot. Okay, if your hurt is so much a little bit more difficult for you uh, to be patient with the other person, or being empathetic because you are hurt. So what you're gonna do is be very much in control on your feelings and emotions, so you can be strong and stable enough to care for the other person. And the ways to do that is, of course, the main things you should always be automatically love and care. You should put that first before anything. And always embrace, always be more in control, be more silent, don't react to your emotions or anger or resentment. You just be open. But how you would want the person to embrace you is how you should embrace that person. Don't pressure, don't inflict on the wounds, don't fault, don't blame. Always try to improve yourself so you can improve the other person. Give what you expect to receive. And yeah, pretty much that's the advice that I've given when a person asks me about these matters.